Hello, this upcoming Sunday is the 23rd Sunday after Pentecost, and continuing the weekly reading out the Gospel in Latin. Today we have a bleeding woman is cured, or sanatur hemorrhoisa, and the daughter of Jairus is resurrected, so suscitatur filia Jairi. Dominica 23 post-Pentecostan. Hey, let's get out the book. This is the book that you can get with all the different pictures with a translation on the side. So I like having this one just in case. So we have all the words down the bottom as usual. So it starts off in the top left-hand corner with a picture of the city of Capernaum. Capernaum, to which Jesus had sailed, or Capernaum quo navigaverat Jesus. So Jesus navigaverat, navigo is I sail. Jesu loquente parabolam de assumento pani rudis. So that's the letter B. Jesus had spoken the parable about the assumption of rough clothes. So yeah, you don't go looking for. Is it about the wineskins bursting? I should have done a bit more research. Actually, today's gospel only takes a chunk of this. The picture actually covers much more. As you can see up the top, it covers Matthew, Mark, Luke, all the different accounts of this one miracle. So, letter D is sequebatur illum. There you go. B. Jesu loquente parabolam de assumento pani rudis, the rough clothes. C. Accedit princeps synagogae Jairus, rogans ut sanet filiam eius. So accedit the princeps. So this little one is the princeps. Let's zoom down here. Here we zoom in. I wanted to there's quite a bit of dialogue, so I thought of making it into a cartoon. So instead of drawing it out, I just zoomed in a lot. So the princeps says, Domine, filia mea modo defuncta est. Filia mea is my daughter, modo defuncta, or defuncta is dead, so she's close to being dead. Sed, veni. Sed is if, veni is come. Impone manum tuam. Impone is impose your hands. Well, manum tuam is your hands. Super eam, upon her. Et vivet, and she will live. There you go. So that's the bit about Jairus. The next, Jesus followed him, sequebatur illum Jesus. So Jesus followed the guy. Et comprimebatur a multis, and was pressed by the multitude. So the next scene, we've got this woman touching the hem of Jesus' garment, and Jesus turning around in surprise. So inside herself, it says, si intra se. I've got the wrong text here. Si tetigero tantum vestimentum meo salva ero. Si is if, tetigero is to do with touching, tantum is only, vestimentum eos is his garment, salva ero, I will be saved, or I will be healed. And then Jesus turns around and says, confide filia, fides tua te salvam fecit. So be of good faith, daughter, filia. Your faith has made you well. Fides tua, your faith, te salvam fecit. As fecit is the maid, salvam is healed, and te is you. Yay. So that's zooming in on this tiny little bit over here. So the next part is when Jesus comes into Jairus' house and sees the young lady is asleep or dead on the bed. Ad hoc loquente Jesu. So H, with Jesus still speaking, messengers come to Jairus. Veniunt ad Jairum nunciantes mortum esse puellam. Puella is the girl. So they come to tell Jesus, nunciantes, to tell mortum esse, that she's dead. Jesus Jari fidem confirmat. So Jesus confirms or strengthens the faith of Jairus. Then, there we go. There's I in the side. Venit cum eo domum flentes et tibicines turabam excludit. So he comes to his house where there's all these people weeping and playing pipes. You can see little bagpipers in the corner, and tells them to go away. We don't need you. She's not dead. She's sleeping. Then with only his parents, cum solis parentibus et Petro, Peter, et filias Zebedei, the sons of Zebedee, ingreditur ad mortuum. Then he goes, ingratito, so it just goes into see the dead girl. Tenet manum, so he takes her hand, manum, puele, of the girl, et clamat, and cries, Talita kumi. Talita kumi is Hebrew, so I don't have to translate it. Et confestim surrexit puella. And the girl immediately arises. And then, going to the details, Jesus cibum illi opponi imperat. So Jesus asks that food be brought to the girl, and there's a little serving boy with what looks like a little chicken or a spatchcock on a plate. There we go. So that's these words done. Okay, so on to the actual gospel, past this cartoon that you can see on kidschant.com. Gospel in Latin. In illo tempore, at that time, loquente Jesu ad turbas. Turbas is the crowd. Ecce, behold, princeps unus accessit et adorabit eum. Ecce princeps unus accessit et adorabat eum. Dicens, saying, so the princeps, the ruler, comes and adores him, Jesus, saying, Domine, filia mea modo defuncta est. So, Lord, my daughter is almost dead. Sed veni, but come, impone manum tuum super eam, place your hands upon her, et vivet, and she will live. Et surgens, and arose Jesus, et surgens Jesus sequebatur eum, following him, et discipuli eius, and his disciples, et ecce, and behold, mulier, quae sanguinis fluxum patiebatur duodecim annis accessit retro. So a mulier, a woman with a flux of sanguinis, a flow of blood, who's borne this for 12 years. Duodecim. Duodecim is 10, undecim is 11, and duodecim is 12. Accessit retro, comes from behind, et tetigit fimbriam vestimenti eius, and touches the hem of his garment. Dicebat enim intra se, so saying within herself, intra se is within yourself, si tetigero tantum vestimentum eos, salva ero. If only I touch the hem of his garment, or his garment, I will be saved. At Jesus conversus et videns eum dixit. So at this, Jesus turned and saw her and said, Confide filia, fides tuas te salvam fecit. So be of good faith, daughter. Your faith has made you well. Et salva facta est. And she was saved. She was healed. I should say healed. Est mulier ex illa ora. So she was healed from that hour. Et cum venisset Jesus in domum principis. And when Jesus came in the house of the ruler, et vidissit tibicens, and saw the pipers at turbam, and the crowd tumultuantem, making a tumult. Dicebat, he said, Recedite, go back. Non est enim mortua puella. The girl is not dead. Sed dormit, but she sleeps. Et deridebant eam. So they derided him. Et cum ejecta esit turba. And when he had ejected the crowd, intravit, he went in. Et tenuit manum eius, and took her hand, et surrexit puella, and the girl arose. Et exiit fama haec in universam terram illam. And the fame of this went out in the whole world, in the whole earth. And there is the English. And here's the worksheet. There we go. Okay, so we're through to the worksheet part. So I took my favourite bit, and hopefully this will work. So let's see. We use blue first. So first of all, most of it is line to line. So et is and, cum is when. Cum can also be with, but sometimes it's when. Venisset Jesus, so you can see Jesus and Jesus is the same word. Venisset is was come. In domum is into the house. So you can see domum is the house. We don't actually use a word for the article in Latin, so you have to put in the when you're translating yourself. In domum principis, of the ruler. Et vidisset, and saw, tibicens, the minstrels, et turbam, and the multitude, tumultuantem, making a rout. So these are all straight across corresponding. Dicebat, he said, recedite. I'd say it means go back, but yeah, give place is what it says in the Douay Rheims version. non est enim mortua puella. So this is the bit where it's a bit more mixed up. So non is not, so that goes to there. Is est, if you want. Puella is girl. Have we said that already? So pua is boy, puella is girl, and mortua is dead. So if you want to join up those things, and enim is for, and that doesn't have a Latin equivalent. And sed dormit, but sleepeth. So dorme, Frere Jacques, dormez-vous, dormez-vous, to do with sleep. There you go. So you can carefully trace all these. It's a nice mindful sort of exercise if you like mindfulness. We're using school fonts, the New South Wales version of school fonts, and money from school fonts goes to help Indigenous Australians, so it seems like a good cause. So I think that's all for the 23rd Sunday after Pentecost. We're getting right to the end of the year, so next week is actually the 6th Sunday after Epiphany, where we have a few spare days because Easter was a little bit earlier than it could have been. So I hope that helps, and yeah, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. God bless. Bye.